Hello, my name is Imre-Gustav and I'm a team member of R8 Technologies. R8 Technologies is a PropTech company with a headquarters in Estonia. Today, I would like to start with history. Have you ever seen The Jazz Singer? The film was released by Warner Bros. In 1927 and it changed the film industry forever. How? It was the first synchronized sound feature film. Can you imagine a film industry without synchronized voice? Probably not. The Jazz Singer was a real success story based on humans, technologies, risks and benefits. But the film's success didn't change the industry overnight. Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer's head of production Irving Tolbert called the film a good gimmick, but that's all it was. Also, humans, technologies, risks and benefits are the stars of my story as well. And of course there is one more star, real estate. For the next, I am going to present to a real case study to show what can be achieved with PropTech. Then I would jump to the position where are we now and talk about benefits from PropTech. And after that, I would introduce some difficulties in launching new technologies and give some ideas how to overcome these. This is a case study I promised for you. A modern office building in Estonia, built 2 years ago. It has advanced automation system, almost 3,000 controllable heating, ventilating and cooling components, and 50,000 data points. Can you imagine? 50,000 data points. It is clear that no human operator can run systems the most optimal way, but R8 Technologies can. As a result, we were able to increase indoor comfort from 60% level to 90% level and save over 30% of total energy. Cutting over 200 tons of CO2 emission in 4 months is a remarkable number also. All this without any investment or additional hardware, and this is not the only case. Here, you can see a short list of some more satisfied clients of R8 Technologies. How is it possible? For the first step, we integrate our software to the building automation system remotely, according to the highest IT security standards. It doesn't matter what brand of building automation system you have, we are able to connect it on a secure way. Our solution is a cloud-based software. We use the data of the BMS to create valuable insight. Also, we use data to adjust settings to optimize comfort levels and energy usage. The more complex the building is, the better results we can achieve. And the most important, all decisions of our AI, we call it R8 digital operator, are made according to 3 main key performance indicators: energy efficiency, inner comfort, and building's technical condition. With that, we are able to make sure your heating, ventilating and cooling system is running as it should be, at the most efficient way. To summarize this all, this is PropTech, property technologies driving the 4th industrial revolution. According to University of Oxford, the major technologies driving the 4th industrial revolution are cloud computing, the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence and machine learning, sensors, and so on. Quite a long list, isn't it? And the most important, real estate as an asset, as an industry, is not immune to the innovations made possible by the 4th industrial revolution. How well are real estate owners and managers prepared for that? The Global PropTech Survey 2019 prepared by KPMG points out that only 58% of real estate companies have digitalization strategy and only 25% have a strategy of data processing. Likewise, the survey of KPMG that regarded the technological trends of real estate sector pointed out the similar numbers. Only 29% of companies use data analytics and 54% even didn't plan to do it. 97% of all respondents believed that the digital and technological innovation would start to influence their business, but their readiness for that purpose was only 5 or less in a 10-point scale. On the positive side, it could be pointed out that the idea of intelligent buildings spreads more and more amongst real estate owners and managers. The aim of that is to increase the value of assets, better interaction with the expectations of employees and tenants, and an overall wish to automate and optimize the processes that have been manually operated up to now. 95% of real estate companies have someone responsible for leading digital transformation and innovation. In 62% of cases, this is a senior employee. However, in 65% of cases, it isn't a digital or technology specialist. The global investments to the companies of PropTech sector also indicates a gradual change in the way of thinking. In the years 2015 to 2019, the global volume of investments to PropTech companies was estimated to be $75 billion, whereby one-third of which was accounting for 2019. To summarize these results, it is not too bad, but there is a long way to go. I hereby present 3 slides about benefits that can be achieved from PropTech based on one company only. Financial benefits are the easiest to measure and present always. Energy savings or higher value of your real estate, numbers talk. Operational benefits come from solutions that help to do some work more efficiently or more comfortably. In some cases, this can be also transformed to figures, but not so easily. Well-being and image are very interesting benefits. How to measure indoor comfort increase in euros, or let's take just CO2. If there is too much CO2 in your room, you don't feel good, you cannot make so good decisions, or you can get sick even. How much would it cost? And from the other aspect, CO2 reduction is a global challenge, but at the same time it has no direct relation to your profit statement yet. Like I mentioned, this is a list of PropTech benefits from one company only. How long could be the list if all benefits from different solutions would be added? So we know there are different benefits about PropTech. We started with R8 digital operator a couple of years ago, and we believed that all real estate managers were happy about that and eager to use it. We were so naive. Later we understood that there was a similar situation described in the BBC serial The Complete Yes Prime Minister. Many involved persons had no interest for changes at all. The Greek philosopher Heraclitus has said, change is the only constant in life. Given the influx of emerging technologies resulting in many innovations within the real estate industry, it is clear that the near future will look very different from the recent past. I believe most of decision makers in commercial real estate sector understand it very well. So where are the bottlenecks? The lack of long-term technological strategy is surely one of key challenges. Yes, this is a complicated topic. Launching new technologies, especially in the era of fast changes, presumes relevant way of thinking as well as ability to learn and adapt. And I would remind once again that according to KPMG research, in 65% of cases, a person responsible for digitalization is not a digital or technology specialist even. During our sales, we have faced many different denials. 4 most typical are: number 1, we already have an excellent technical solution. Correct. 5 years ago, this was the latest word in technology, and it took enormous time to learn using it. And if it works still, but is it still efficient? Number 2, we don't have time for this, having so many current issues to solve. Correct again. If the roof is leaking, emptying buckets and wash bowls takes all the time, but maybe it's worth to find some time to fix a leakage. Number 3, our budget has been confirmed already. I agree again. If the budget has been approved, then it is easier to work. And each saved cent would be a pure loss, because someone can discover that not so much money is needed for the budget at all. But do we work for our financial department or for our clients? And number 4, someone already visited us and offered the same thing, but it was no use. I have to agree again. Just in most cases, we have found out that it has been something totally different. Or it was several years ago already, so the technology has developed a lot from that. Maybe it's a good time to check it again. I know it's annoying to start using new technologies. For me also. I am the one who started to use a smartphone only because my photo camera got broken. I was supposed to start using a more advanced laptop because our CEO strongly recommended me. And now I'm talking about new technologies. By the way, without any push, I changed my own oil-based heating system for a heat pump because it was much cheaper to use. Besides an annoyance, there is one much more important factor: risk. Each new technology surely involves organizational, technological, financial and legal risks. To avoid or minimize these risks, we possess an ability to think and choose, but the base for that is a strategy, to be or not to be. Before the overview of some risks, I would like to remind that there is another challenge while launching new technologies. The existing infrastructure might not be suitable for that purpose. This could be software incompatibility, lack of any cabling, various requirements of different equipment manufacturers, and so on. It could be often quite easily settled, as the challenge rather lies in calculating the return on investment required for that purpose. To be successful in launching new technologies, homework should be done first. This applies for everything: your new phone, internet provider, car, or PropTech. The easiest, although time-consuming way is to start by finding out different available solutions and exploring their content. As to the efficiency, the needs and requirements should be specified that should be met by the new technology. Market survey is essential, but real value can be gained by the technology only if its focus is the right one and also successfully implemented. The keyword thereby is surely the risk hedging, which is an integral part of daily business activities. I hereby would point out 4 different risks. Organizational risks. This involves the specification of needs and opportunities of different interest groups. Who is involved as regards the new solution? Are all interest groups involved, and what are their interests? How to communicate with the ones directly involved, but who have no interest at all towards the topic and no wish to participate. These are main critical issues. The wider involvement in the initial stage of the project is surely a retarding factor, but pays off in times during the course of the project. Technological risks. What are the consequences if the technology is not operating as expected or even stops working? What is the capability of the technology provider to cope with the problems and consequences? Does the chosen technology enable the continuous technological development, including also in cooperation with third parties? Does the chosen technology cause standstills? Have the security risks, one of the most important topics in today's digi world, been hedged? Naturally, the list is much longer. Financial risks. Which are the financial risks? Is it possible to hedge the risks, and to which extent? Today, more and more solutions without the need of major investments are offered. For example, the fee of software as a service licenses is often directly dependent on the added value provided by the relevant service. And of course, vice versa. If this suits the business model better, it is possible to change the structure of fixed costs also, on account of decrease in variable costs. Legal risks. Which are the options to continue, terminate, or change the cooperation with the technology provider if needed? And the final, most important question: what is the best solution by considering all above risks in making the choice? A minor recommendation: one should just start from somewhere to gain from the benefits offered by PropTech. The more the related risks can be hedged, the better the result will be. I started with history, and I would like to finish with history also. What company or person would come to your mind if you hear a word assembly line? I would connect it with Henry Ford, but I never thought if it was his invention or not. In real, at Ford Motor Company, the assembly line was introduced by William Crone upon his return from visiting Swift and Company slaughterhouse in Chicago. But anyway, Henry Ford started to use it, and all the rest is a history. I'm finished. Thank you for your time, and I hope you had well used 15 minutes.